now it is my distinct honor to introduce a visionary leader who embodies the spirit of innovation and disruption, the CEO and co-founder of commercetools, Dirk Hoerig. With a relentless commitment to pushing the boundaries of what's possible in commerce, Dirk has led commercetools to become a global leader in composable commerce, empowering businesses to build, innovate, and thrive in the digital era. As we kick off Elevate with inspiration, insight, and a shared vision for the future of commerce, please join me in welcoming Dirk Hoerig.
Thanks, Mike. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Miami Beach Convention Center, here to our Global Commerce Summit. I hope everybody of you already enjoyed a great reception last night. I've been fortunate to meet some of you. I hope I get the opportunity to meet many more of you over the course of today and tomorrow. We have people coming in here from all over the world, and I really appreciate the commitment that you're all making. I heard from some that you still might have a little bit of a jet lag. Some have been coming in far away from APAC, others from Europe. Others maybe already got up a little bit early as well. So therefore, I need a bit of your engagement here, helping me to wake you up. So for those of you who consider themselves coming from the APAC region, would you please stand up quickly, and everybody else giving you a warm applause for the travel? Okay. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much. Who is joining us from Europe? Woo! Okay. And now to simplify a little bit, who is all coming from the Americas? Come on. Okay. I see we need to do a little bit more of engagement this morning to get you all excited. So thank you all, not only for coming, thank you especially for working with us. We have customers here that work with us since almost a decade. You're trusting us with your business, and I cannot say how much appreciate the relationships that we are having with you. About 11 years ago, in April 2013, we actually launched our platform with the idea of creating a commerce technology that not only helps you to manage the challenges, the requirements, and opportunities that your digital business is having today, but also trying to make it future-proof for whatever is coming next. This event here should also serve as a platform for us to exchange, a platform for us to discuss, a platform to learn from each other, and a platform to connect. So let's start with the connecting here at the beginning. All of you have these badges there. I need to leave mine here at the back, which have a button. So there's a button in the middle. So what I would now like you to do, go to the person, so turn to the person next of you. Both of you are clicking on it. So and then it should turn, I see it working over there, from white to a green flashing. Okay, now we got some activity here. That's great. Okay, I see that working in many places. So this is hopefully not the last connection that you are making today, but it's definitely the first connection that you are making this morning. And if you now wonder what happened, if you use the Elevate app, then you find your new contact within there. There's a little button in the middle called click, and then you have exchanged these other contacts. So please, let's use the opportunity over the next 2 days to closely engage, to learn from each other, to challenge each other, and to try to make all of our businesses elevating it to a new level. We have an amazing lineup of speakers joining us over the next 2 days, with customers that will share their experiences, with partners that will share their best practices, and with many colleagues from our teams across product and customer services that will also tell you about the latest innovations and how we will try to even better support with your business. So 80 amazing speakers, or more than 80, I think we're at 88 speakers today. I know it's a pretty tight program for all of you. I already heard some complaints that, there are already 2-3 sessions overlapping with each other that I would like to hear, which is, I think, a good sign. I hope you get a lot of great content out of that. I want especially to say thanks to all of our sponsors that are supporting us here today in making the event possible, and hope you can enjoy it as much as I'm doing it. We're also having great weather. I hope you like that we have chosen Miami as a spot for our global conference. We have been debating along here, what is a place where we hope that aside of meeting us and getting to know each other, they also enjoy the venue. So we have been very, very happy how everything turned out so far. So quickly talking about commercetools, 2023 had been a quite amazing year for us. Definitely we have seen, as you all did, a lot of challenges, but also opportunities. And these opportunities let us grow together with you, our business, to 31 billion of GMV that we operated on our platform, coming from 21 billion just the year before. Significant growth across all of our regions, and we are now here in North America with 65% growth of our top line revenue just within this market. Our product team had been very active. In 2022, we told them, hey, we need to increase velocity. We doubled down on the teams. We significantly increased the headcount within the company, and that led then to more than 200 plus product releases. Mike and the team will later talk about what we're working on and also what might coming next and how we try better to support your businesses. Let us talk for a few minutes about the market itself, right? So what's the industry looking like with all of the challenges, but also all of the good things, all the opportunities that are in front of us? What you can see here is the total retail sales by region. So not only digital commerce, but everything of commerce, where we see Asia Pacific leading with $12 trillion, closely followed by North America with shy above 8 trillion. Europe, already at a significant kind of size, at $5.1 trillion, and as we will see later on, significant growth in the other regions, especially Latin America, Middle East, Africa, and Central and Eastern Europe. So how does this look for the digital commerce part? When we look at the digital commerce penetration, region by region, it's different. And some of these numbers might not be too surprising for you, but some of them might be a little bit eye-opening, especially as when we look to Asia Pacific, the e-commerce penetration is already above 30%, while we are in North America and Europe north of 10, getting close to 15 within Western Europe, and already crossed the 15% with 16.2 in North America. This is great numbers, but I think what's more important for all of us now to know, because we know the status quo of our businesses, we all faced macro headwinds within the last couple of years that we need to navigate through. So how is the future going to look like, right? So how much do we think that our markets will grow? How much do we think that our industries will grow? What matters for our customers? What can we do to engage better with them? And what we see over here is that region by region, the growth numbers are a little bit different. If we take the average on the markets that we're all operating in, we can say that for the next 3 years, growth is expected to be around 8%. So 8%, when I had been reading all of these research and studies, I was about first, is 8% a great number? Is 8% just an okay number? Is 8% a good number? And I now need, again, a little bit of your engagement. So you already did well when we connected with each other. Who thinks, and just raise your hand, I will make it simple. Who thinks that 8% is just an okay number. I can live with that. Please raise your hand. Okay. Who thinks that 8% is a great number? Okay, the majority. I have to say, I'm with you. And here is why. When we look at the growth of digital commerce within the recent years, so you see 2010 to 2017 here at the bottom, with tremendous growth within some of these years, we ended up in 2017 with roughly 2.2 trillion US dollar. When we now look at where we are today and then forecast on average 8% of growth over the next 4 years, this is where we'll end up with. So the 8% growth is almost exactly all of the digital commerce revenue globally that we made in the year 2017. I know some of you already since 2017, and I believe that many here in the audience already had been working in some kind of role across digital commerce in 2017. And I believe nobody of us would have said, because it's just a few years ago, what we are doing is not relevant and that our market is small. So if we just look on the incremental add-on on GMV that is coming to market, we are talking about a huge opportunity because we are talking about everything that we have built up for more than 20 years of e-commerce until 2017. So I think it's a great opportunity, but now we need to check what can we actually do to capture the majority of that. What's interesting, and to a certain extent obvious, not all categories are always growing the same. It's depending on consumer behavior, interest, macro trends, interest fees, inflation, and many more things that affect spending behavior out there. But what we can see is that there is also a significant amount of categories that are growing far north of the 8%. And some of them, when we look on apparel, footwear, health, personal care, beauty, computer, consumer electronics, we see that they have a tremendous incremental increase on GMV. We talk about 71 billion on increase, while furniture, home and living, food and beverages, automotive parts, and even toys and other categories are growing significantly. So there's a huge opportunity for all of us to capture. There are things that we are all now doing at the moment to help improve the customer experience, to help increase conversion rate, to get incrementally better on our day-to-day operations. You can see examples here. The survey is around 2,000 online retailers at the things that they are investing into at the moment, improving customer relationship, adding more payment options, making checkout frictionless, better engaging in their loyalty and promotion programs. But what we also need to keep in mind that we do this from a customer-centric perspective. Because what you can see here on the other side is, and I just randomly took here the example of promotions and loyalty, that often what we are doing is not perceived to the same level and quality on the consumer. Right? So while we are trying to improving our programs, it might be that our customers at the end might say, well, it's kind of good, but it's not doing it to the level that I have expected. So and I think this is, in times like these, where budgets are a little bit more tight, where we need to deliver a lot of things way faster, that we need to keep in mind what is the value that we want to provide from the perspective of our customers. That's important when we develop new functionalities for you and when we are then working together with you to help you serve your customers. The digital business models that we're all working in continue to evolve and change, and actually the pace of change just happened to increase over the last couple of years. Right? So everything started with multi-channel commerce. Right? So we are in an industry that loves their buzzwords. Then digital marketplaces came to life. We saw them appearing again a couple of years ago. In the 2010s, digital native brands popped up more and more. And then with the increase of new devices, new technologies, touch points to the consumers, we saw different business models around mobile, voice commerce, and so on growing. In the times of COVID, obviously, quick commerce models became the big topic, supporting customers or consumers that wanted to get their products, receive them because they could not go to the stores within the same day, ideally within the same hour or within the next 15 minutes. And now the current trend is overseas dropshippers. I'm talking about it because I want to say there's constant change that we need to prepare for. And nobody of us can safely say what's coming next. So what is the next big trend that will drive consumer adoption, that will drive revenue? It might be that actually the AI is creating a business model for us. There we see a lot of adoption happening. So who knows? But I actually see this much likely because it will help us to iterate significantly faster. And talking about iterations, we're just in the middle of the next industrial transformation. Right? So from modern agriculture in the 1700s, 1800s, then to the steam machine, what's here mentioned as Industry 1.0, mass production, further automation, Industry 4.0, everything got connected, and now we're in the age of AI. We'll talk about AI a little bit later on. As you will hear today from our product teams about recent updates, about what's coming next, about innovations that we are working on. You will learn from other customers today. We will have a lot of panels where you share your experiences on how you went live with commercetools, how you kept iterating, how you kept evolving, how you developed your business models. We will hear industry deep dives from our partners. We get partner updates on new technologies, new products, on things that we're working together with them. And then later on today, we'll have a special guest that will talk about the intersection of professional sports, basketball, and business. I'm really much looking forward to that. Talking about updates, I would like to welcome on stage Frank Heller, EVP Large Enterprise and Merchant Platform Group from PayPal, because they have some amazing announcements that they are making on their checkout products, and something that we had been working together since a couple of years, as we are always trying to evolve the checkout experiences. You might know about our checkout product, about our Connect platform, so we're always trying to elevate, to help you getting the most of your business. So please welcome on stage Frank Heller from PayPal.
Thank you, Dirk. Good morning, everybody. So, Dirk, I'm super excited. Thanks for inviting me that I can talk about extending our partnership, which we started on the payment side, where we have an integrated offering with our PSP platform, Braintree, and PayPal Complete Payments and Checkout. And what I want to talk about with you is the innovation that we're bringing to market. Because today, as you heard, commerce has changed and customers expect nothing but a perfect experience, tailored to individual needs. Otherwise, they will leave and not come back. Everybody wants to attract new customers, wants them to convert, and all with a strong return on investment. And you want to deepen your relationships with existing customers to build loyalty. And I'm going to talk about 3 initiatives, and all of that built on the brand that PayPal has built over almost 25 years. We're a highly trusted brand. We have on the one side over 400 million customers, consumers in our network, 35 million merchants in our network. And we're leveraging that in transforming it into the time of AI. And we're collaborating, of course, with partners, especially like commercetools, not only to really make sure those innovations meet customer needs, but also to make sure that it's easy to adopt and deploy. Because if it takes a long time and it's very complicated, that doesn't help. So let me dive in. The first thing I want to talk about is a new checkout experience. You all probably know the PayPal experience that has been around for a long time. We're innovating. We want to make sure customers can speed through the payments process and complete their purchase experience faster, regardless if they use PayPal or if they check out as a guest on your site. The second thing I want to talk about is an ads platform that enables you to deliver personalized offers using AI and SKU level information to inspire and create loyal customers. And third, I want to talk about our redesigned app that we've really rallied around a discovery experience to re-engage and further engage customers to drive further purchases. So let me dive in. The first thing is checkout. We've completely redesigned the branded checkout experience, making it twice as fast and very clean, and removing a lot of the frictions that are there today. So how it looks like is that we have redesigned a button, so when a customer sees a checkout button, they'll actually know, for instance, do they have rewards they can claim to help them supporting their purchasing decision. Customers will also see all information on one page, no scrolling. They'll see on top of the page, can they pay in 1, can they pay in 4, are there installment loan options, all of that available, fast, easy, and simple. But we don't stop there. When a customer goes through guest checkout, and that's still a lot of customers go through a guest checkout experience, it often looks like this. So that means they have to type in a lot of information. That is cumbersome, that is complicated, and drop-off rates are really high. Guest checkout completion rate, average industry standard, is about 50%. And imagine that, that's really, really expensive. You've put all your marketing dollars in, you've put all your things in to get the person to that moment to check out and complete that purchase, and then you have 50% drop-off, that's really, really expensive. So we've thought about how we can bring the simplicity of the PayPal checkout to the guest checkout flow and created a very beautiful, accelerated guest checkout that leverages our network to really speed customers through. We call it Fastlane by PayPal. It leverages our brand, gives confidence to customers when they see it, and it's really easy. When consumers use that experience, they don't have to type in their information. The first time they have to type it in, if they haven't used it before. When they can participate in any merchant that adopts Fastlane across the network, and then they don't have to enter no username, no password, no personal information, no payment information, nothing. It's very, very simple, and they can speed through that. We're rolling this out right now with first merchants. We're partnering with commercetools on this, and the first customers that we've seen, the network is growing extremely fast, and we've seen that customers who are using Fastlane can speed it up by 40% of all time. But it doesn't stop there. Now, the second question is, how do you drive customers back? And we're using AI to give you more touch points with consumers that already made their purchase. So the goal is to drive customers back once they have made the transaction. So we improved checkout, no matter branded, non-branded, no matter how they paid, conversion is optimal. Now the goal is bring them back. And you can see them shopping at your store. You can see only the purchases those customers do at your store. But when we look across the network, we see what a customer does across all kinds of categories. And so we're using that information to bring those customers back and to put advanced offers in front of those customers, leveraging that data, using AI to analyze it, and to provide very targeted offers to cross-sell to those customers and to bring them back to you. So the question is, how do we do that? Where can they find it? And you only have to pay, by the way, when there's an actual transaction. So there's no spend that doesn't go to transaction happening. And so the first touch point that we've generated is what we call a smart receipt. So all of you who've used PayPal know you get an email after that transaction, the PayPal receipt. And that receipt has a stunning opening rate of 45%. That's one email, very high opening rate. And we're using that to put these individual offers, these targeted offers, whatever you want to put in there, to drive customers back. We can provide package tracking information. We can provide cashback offers. We can provide product recommendations. A second touch point that we have, we are leveraging our app, which we have reinvented and are now driving a discovery experience because consumers feel the inflationary pinch. They want to stretch their budgets. They want to get offers. And it's becoming more and more that those customers are looking for these deals. And this is a place where they can find them. So you bring them back with your receipt. You can find them in our app and could drive them back to your store to do the next transaction. And it's really easy for them. They just have to click on it. They have to pay with PayPal, and then it's done. So the three things we're really bringing to market are an advanced checkout, no matter guest or branded PayPal to drive conversion, an ad network to re-engage customers, and a ads platform on our new app. But we're doing this by leveraging our brand. Of course, PayPal has built a reputation in the market of being trusted. We don't share data lightly. So in the time of AI, where it's all about privacy, where it's all about personalized experiences, we're staying true to these values. We're giving our customers privacy settings that provide real transparency about how is their data used, where is it used, and why are they seeing all these things. So we're living true to our values, and we're building on this foundation to drive commerce with you together, with commercetools together into the next generation. Thank you. Back to you, Dirk.
Thank you, Frank. This is exciting, right? We are constantly working on improving the checkout experience for you as our customers, right? And improving now the payment experience with PayPal, this will bring it to another level. And I'm happy to announce that this will be soon available to all of our customers and partners. So let us talk a little about other innovation areas that we are keeping investing in, especially around the area of AI. Some of these use cases you might have already seen. If not, please reach out today to our product people joining us here at the Elevate conference to tell you a little bit more about how you can leverage AI to, on the one end, optimize the customer experience, to help driving better engagement, and also to optimize your commerce content. You see 3 examples over here that are running. The one is a commerce manager that's doing catalog reviews, pricing optimizations. On the right-hand side, you see content optimizations, description reviews, translations into other languages, and on the bottom, a shopping assistant going for a very personalized request and then trying to provide the best set of recommendations and assortments. All of that is already here today, and things are continuing to develop almost at light speed, right? We're seeing constant innovations in the area of AI. So therefore, if we look a little bit into the future, something like this here is, from our perspective, not too far away. We took a random commerce site over here. As far as I know, currently it's still hosted by a company from San Francisco. The company figured out that they have a little bit of challenges on flexibility, scalability. So we asked the commercetools Genius AI, hey, couldn't you migrate it to our platform and helping it, making it better? And frankly said, we already see some of these things working out. We are not saying that all of that will be happen tomorrow. We also don't think that everything will be that automated, because there will be a lot of questions that we need to ask ourselves when we are optimizing e-commerce sites. There's a lot about data management, a lot about integrations. We also need to figure out where do we actually want to evolve the business. But on the coding, on the development side, and on the automation, we believe that we will see a lot of innovation that will all of us make us faster, that will allow us to deliver and ship more functionalities quicker, and on average, even in a higher quality. And so this is working. So you can try out the QR code. The demo is there. It's a mix of AI and a little bit of human involvement that happened there. But you can see that it's not as hard anymore to launch something these days, even on enterprise level, and to get it up quickly. So, not a reality yet. Some of these things had been mocked up, but something that we believe is going to happen soon. So one of our focus areas here is actually making all of the functional development, all of the integrations, all of the customizations that you're doing as easy as possible for you to use. This here is a reality because we already injected parts of that into our documentation. AI enabled it for code generation. You can ask us questions, right? It will give you direct answers. You don't need to go through all of the tutorials, and will come up with a response how you can fastest adapt the changes that you would like to make to our system. Already available today. For those of you who haven't tried it out, you will find it within our developer hub. For 2024, beside of all of the innovations that I've been talking about, there are 3 things that matter for us from a business perspective. On the one end, it's always, for us, the #1 importance that we constantly enhance our unified commerce capabilities. It's where we are coming from. It's the originally vision of 2010, when we believed that we need a different commerce platform technology to help you and your businesses, where we want to constantly evolve on the feature side. We have done 200+ releases over the last year, and we will significantly increase velocity over the course of this year. In parallel, as already mentioned before, making everything of our enterprise-grade platform plus our ecosystem as simple as possible for you to adapt. You will see significantly more integrations coming up. You will see significantly more Foundry packages that we had been talking about, and many, many more exciting things, where some of these you will also hear over the course of the next 2 days. And then last but not least, it's investing into this ecosystem, into the ecosystem of partners, into the ecosystem of connectors, into the community that we are all shaping together. Therefore, I'm looking forward to give back the stage here to Mike, our Chief Product Officer, to tell you a little bit more about what has happened and what's going to come. Thank you so much. I wish you a great event.